Unlock the hidden lives of ancient concubines, from their opulent lifestyles to the scandalous intrigues of the courts. Discover the shocking truth about these enigmatic women who lived in the shadows of power and influence. Be with us as we lift the veil on the hidden lives of ancient concubines and unfold stories that will captivate you. A concubine. In many ancient societies and religious systems, monarchs and privileged members of the society had concubines in addition to wives. Concubines typically performed two functions: increasing a man's prestige through his ability to bear offspring, and of course, providing infinite opportunities to indulge in sexual urges. The tradition of taking a concubine dates back thousands of years to ancient Mesopotamia and Babylonia, where the wealthiest members of the society accepted concubines, many of whom were slaves. But the first wife always kept priority in the household. These women did not marry in general. Men would visit these women as prostitutes in some Mesopotamian societies, which society not only tolerated but regarded as an honorable fulfillment of religious duty, regardless of the man's marital status. Religion. Concubines were also mentioned in the Bible. Even the Jews frequently kept concubines. Wives had dowries, but concubines did not, and this was the primary way to identify the two social situations. King Solomon was supposed to have 300 concubines, in addition to his 700 wives, making him one of the most famous keepers of concubines in the Bible. While concubinage is not permitted in Christianity today, some Bible scholars believed that God permitted men to have more than one wife or multiple concubines between the Great Flood and the Old Covenant in order to increase the world's population. Taking a concubine was also permissible in Islam. According to the Quran, a man may marry a maximum of 4 women if he can treat them justly, and if he is unable to be just among numerous wives, he may marry only one woman or rely on his slave woman. According to historian Al-Tabari, the Prophet Muhammad married a total of 15 women, though only 11 at a time, and had at least 4 concubines. Muhammad's concubines were all slaves. Muhammad is said to have visited all 11 of his wives in one night. Concubinage in the world. The practice of maintaining a slave concubine was seldom documented in ancient Greece, yet it appears through the Athenian history. Law said that a man might kill another man if he was detected attempting a connection with his concubine for the purpose of producing free offspring, implying that a concubine's children were not granted citizenship. Concubinage was recognized under Roman law as long as the partnership was long-lasting and exclusive. A Roman man might engage in an informal but accepted relationship with a woman who was not his wife, most often a lady whose lower social rank made marriage impossible. Being termed a concubine was not considered disparaging, as the word was frequently written on tombstones. Concubinage was a sophisticated practice in ancient China, with concubines graded according to their level of favor with the emperor. The treatment of concubines ranged from well-treated pseudo-wives to poorly treated prostitutes. A concubine might improve her circumstances by bearing an heir and ascending up the social ladder based on the ruler's favor. When a concubine failed to bear offspring, life grew more difficult. Poorer households were not unusual in various cultures in presenting their daughters to the ruler to see if they could be chosen as a concubine. This frequently fulfilled the twin function of eliminating an extra mouth to feed, while also providing their daughter with a life of comfort, privilege, and protection. A day in the life of a concubine. Due to the great number of concerts available, spending a night with the emperor was difficult to come by. Therefore, concubines would compete fiercely against one another. No concubine was allowed to connect with the outside world while working for the palace, not in person or even via mail. This prohibition went so far as to forbid a doctor from entering the palace to treat a sick concubine. Her sickness would be detailed and medicines would be obtained and supplied in accordance with the doctor's recommendations. Thank you for joining us as we probed the hidden lives of ancient concubines. We hope you found this video informative and captivating. Don't forget to subscribe and enable notifications to stay up to date on our latest videos.